And that lands in the end zone, so the opening drive will begin at the 25. Watson on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second down at 4. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. It's complete to Fuller. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Number 6.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me wasn't Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, crackers, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residents.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
To throw on second is Watson. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. That is first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
It's Coleman here. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Kevin Coleman. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7. Colts.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Down, going to the air with Love. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Love. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down. That's the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Colts, 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Going back to Love. And he's going to be hit and taken down. back right around the 48-yard line. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brashad Perriman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Watch twitch. Watch twitch. Switch.
Play fake. Here's Love. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year is
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Texans will add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Complete to Hilton. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Again, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Switch.
They're indeed going for it. Here's Love. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
On downs.
Broken tackle. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a Texan first down. A 12-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Hey, watch that, 54.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Good. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And a little floater there is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Love this time is going to set up to throw it. Open man is Trey Burton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Indianapolis.
Goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Carried by the wide receiver.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. And Pascal's got it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Bernardrick McKinney.